In the fading glow of Alexandria's last libraries, Egyptian priests and Greek philosophers gathered around furnaces that hissed like captive dragons. They believed matter could remember heaven if coaxed by fire, salt, and prayer. From their secret experiments emerged 13 short treatises soon called the Corpus Hermeticum, a guidebook for turning the outer world into gold and the inner self into light. Those pages whispered that mind is the fabric of the stars and that every atom vibrates with a hidden hymn. But the quest to prove that hymn predates even Alexandria. Older still is the Chinese practice of Weiden, the external elixir. 3rd century Taoists mixed mercury and cinnabar, not only to lengthen life, but to imitate cosmic balance between yin and yang. In India, the Rasa Shastra chemists ground mica into drinkable ash, convinced that the body is a portable laboratory for perfecting spirit. Across 3 continents, unknown adepts were trying to distill eternity into a cup. Then came Zosimos of Panopolis, writing in Greek around the year 300. He compared smelting ore to purifying the soul, daring to claim that metals dream like humans and can awaken. He also left the first description of a still to collect the tears of heated substances technology that today refines everything from gasoline to perfume. When Rome fell, the flame moved east. In 8th century Baghdad, Jabir ibn Hayyan systematized alchemy into precise recipes, cataloging acids, salts, and the elusive philosopher's mercury. His notebooks introduced crystallization, filtration, and the concept that every substance hides unseen qualities, or what modern chemists call valence. Europe would not learn those methods for another 400 years. Meanwhile, hidden on a shelf in a Byzantine monastery, a single copy of the Corpus Hermeticum waited like a sleeping spark. In 1460 that manuscript sailed to Florence. Cosimo di Medici, obsessed with ancient wisdom, commanded his translator Marsilio Ficino to render it into Latin before finishing Plato overnight. Renaissance scholars believed they had found Egypt's blueprint for divinity. Paracelsus read those pages and reimagined medicine as alchemical transformation of the body. Vincent van Gogh later painted swirling heavens after reading Hermetic ideas about cosmic motion. Even Isaac Newton, father of calculus, spent more pages on alchemical experiments than on gravity. Yet the text carries deeper mysteries. One tractate describes a secret rebirth in which the soul ascends through 7 planetary spheres, shedding a layer of illusion at each gate until it merges with the one mind. Modern depth psychology echoes that journey. Carl Jung called alchemy the projection of an inner process into matter, mapping stages like Nigredo confronting the shadow and Rubedo integrating the self. The steps resemble cognitive therapy's descent into core beliefs, only wrapped in symbols of fire and gold. Science, too, caught the scent. In 1973, biophysicist Gerald Oster reported that 2 slightly different tones played in each ear create a phantom beat inside the brain, synchronizing neurons at chosen frequencies. Functional MRI later confirmed that a 40 Hz beat increases gamma coherence, the signature of focused attention. Monks chanting Om produce a similar gamma burst, as if ancient tones already knew the password to neural harmony. Sound is not the only key. Gold itself teaches about transformation. Under extreme heat, it passes through a brief green phase before turning molten red. That optical shift mirrors chlorophyll becoming blood in a leaf, iron turning to rust, or grief burning into wisdom inside a human life. Alchemists called this solve it coagula, dissolve what is rigid, then let the true form crystallize. Neuroscience names the same pattern, saptic pruning followed by long-term potentiation. Different language, same law. Break the old pattern, then seed the stronger network. What practical lessons survive for us? 3 stand out. First, embrace calcination. Identify one habit, belief, or object you cling to and subject it to symbolic fire. Fast from it. Question it. Write its obituary. Calcination hurts, but the ego's ashes are fertile soil. Second, practice separation and conjunction. Spend 5 silent minutes distinguishing thoughts from feelings, sensations from stories. Then, like a careful chemist, recombine only what serves your purpose. The medieval retort becomes your notebook. The substances are moments of your day. Third, honor circulation. Ancient alembics forced vapor to rise, cool, and descend again, each loop purifying the distillate. So choose one uplifting activity, humming at 100 Hz, walking at dawn, focused breathing, and repeat it daily for 40 cycles. Neuroplasticity research shows it takes roughly that long for new dendrites to stabilize. Skeptics will ask, did alchemists really make gold? History says no. Did they leave gold ideas that still enrich us? Absolutely. Every modern laboratory owes its glassware, its acids, its idea of controlled experiment to alchemical trial and error. and every seeker owes a whisper of courage to those who believed flesh could remember starlight. Today, quantum information theorists describe the universe as qubits vibrating inside a cosmic computer. Philosophers of mind debate panpsychism. Perhaps consciousness is the default property of matter. These debates sound new, yet Hermes Trismegistus wrote the same thesis 2 millennia ago. Mind and matter, matter and mind, circle without edge. Libraries crumble, empires fall. Yet the living text remains a mirror that brightens the more we dare to look. When you next gaze into a candle flame, imagine millions before you watching that same gold tongue dance air into light. Imagine their silent question: what part of me is burning away, and what part is being refined? If you can feel that question vibrate under your ribs, then the old masters are speaking through time, and the work has already begun. Welcome back to Resonant Obscura, where forgotten pages still turn,